Well, we had just graduated from Cranbrook Academy of Art in 1980, and it was in the master's degree program. And at that point in your education as an artist, it's like you either get it done as an artist or you look for an alternative while you're still having a working studio. So my original partner and I went to the couple galleries in downtown Birmingham, and they initially said, "We need a crate. Can you build a crate?" And we said, "Sure, we've got a wood shop." We started building crates, and we would then turn them over to the galleries, and they would package up their own art and then ship it off by yellow truck or some standard freight. And we realized, why aren't we doing that? So we started leasing trucks, and that was the beginning of it. And once the gallery area in Birmingham and Detroit heard about us, we were in business. And we haven't stopped in almost 39 years. Well, we work in a manner that allows employees to basically design their own department. So what we do when we hire someone, we've never required that they be an artist or even know a lot about art, but just have a concern for it, develop an understanding. So when we hire someone, we will say, what are your interests and what sort of qualifications do you have for doing various types of things regarding art? And it could be, the shipping aspect of it. So basically, from within the first 5 years, we were hiring more and more people and saying, can you develop this department? So someone is a cataloging specialist, let's say. Another one can do conservation work. Another comes from a shipping background. So we have a great resource is Center for Creative Studies in Detroit, Mott Community College in Flint, and University of Michigan, Cranbrook. So we have a lot of employees that have come from those various places. Of course, Wayne State. And it's a great resource for people that love and appreciate art. Even if they're not artists, they have an awareness that allows them to care and do something properly. So, I mean, I can go on quite a bit because we have probably 15 different departments, and so it's anything having to do with art, artifacts, and antiques that needs proper care, we do it. The necessity for storage, even in a temporary sense. So if it's in between venues, if say it's at the DIA and it's going to somewhere in Gaylord to the library there, but it's not quite time for it to arrive, so we hold it here. That being said, we also have long-term storage where things are in storage for years on end. But that's probably the most constant, I guess, income probably comes from storage. But we have New York City trips and Chicago and Philadelphia and all points in between that really keep us busy. Every day, we have 3 trucks, and every day all 3 go out into the local community. If it's not in New York City, whether it's Detroit, Birmingham, Bloomfield Hills, Livonia, Ann Arbor, we're all over the place. And we're doing things we may have brought in from New York or Chicago that someone purchased there, or from Detroit, and we're delivering and installing it. Eventually, Rachel Timlin took over, and I became an arts commissioner with the city, and I think I'm in my 5th year now with the city. And it's just really great being involved with what's happening in downtown Farmington and other peripheral things going on. I mean, there's so much community involvement, and it's such an inclusive area. It's quite remarkable how things have turned around in the last several years. So it's great our people here, all the employees, are involved with the city in one form or another, and so it's a great relationship.
I mean, I love art, and I love that I get to participate in the safe handling of it. I mean, you don't get a second chance on art, really. And I feel that, you know, and one way I can contribute is to make sure that all these items, these very rare photographs or this one-of-a-kind painting, get to where they're coming and going to in perfect shape. And that's what gets me up in the morning. It's exciting. It's very exciting. And the truth is, man, I don't have 2 days alike here. I mean, I do similar things, but it's different all the time. So it's keeps you fresh, I think, mentally fresh.
My business partner is Wendy McGaw. She's been with the company since about the third year. So we really believe in doing everything we can for our employees. So we've got 2 people for 30 years, a couple more for 25 years, several more for 20, and our most recent employees have already been here for 2 years. And it's, you know, what inevitably happens is that your more recent employees typically are much younger, and they bring a whole different vision, you know, in many ways, with the internet and understanding of social media. It's been a great help having the youngsters on board now. There is very few projects that we've said no to. Typically what we look for is a client that's interested in having a company do things right. And obviously it has to pertain to, you know, it could be a family heirloom, or it could be a fine art piece, or something that's from France that came from Monet's garden, or, you know, it could be anything like that. You know, the person that's looking for something to be handled with great care, we're the company to do that. There's not anyone in this company that would look at an object or a painting and say, just hand it to me. Or, that's not the way we work. It's everything is done with great care and great concern over the happiness of our client, and that's from the heart. That's not just solely from a business standpoint where we want you to use our services. Certainly we do, but it's not just about that aspect. It's like we know that this object is of great importance, whether it's to humanity or to your grandmother. We're going to take care of it for you. So we're here to do that. We have been for almost 40 years.